What's up, guys? So I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was asking me about my process with writing songs and producing music. And I know there's a little bit of a stigma that's attached to EDM music and programming MIDI, and I thought it'd be really cool to just introduce you guys and just show you guys what I do, what my process is, and um, there's a million recording artists out there and producers, but I just thought it would be fun to show you what I do, and specifically for this video, I thought it would be cool to just see if I could write an entire song from beginning to end and show you my entire process for that within 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just start at the beginning. So what I do is I start with, basically I open up the last track I made, the last song I made, and that has all my presets and my samples. When I say samples, I mean like my kick and my snare. I have the sounds mixed, leveled. I have my reverse snares, my reverse kicks saved and processed the way that I like them. So I can just easily punch those in. And the reason that's important is the kick and the snare are two of the most important elements of any song, regardless of the genre that you're ever going to do. If you want to have a nice recording, get your kick and your get your snail pegged. No, get your kick and your snare pegged. So anyways, I'm just going to jump in. We have a blank canvas right now, aside from those few samples I have here. Now we're going to set the clock now. It's 11:21. I intend to have this entire song finished, okay, 11:20, at 11:42. So let's just jump in. We're going to be a little aggressive. All right, we're going to make something techno. Start off with the kick. Oops, I was just jamming a minute ago. Delete that. Let's see, the first thing I like to do is set it at 160. That's my favorite tempo for EDM stuff. It's also really good for dubstep. Let's just have some fun here. Start off with something that's very common, but do what I did with Take It to the Sky and just do like old school techno. Just jump right in. Put a kick on the quarter notes. Cover 4 bars. Oh yeah, EDM's all about the kick drum. So get your kick nailed. This is already mixed. I'm gonna get to the actual mix later. Let's throw in a hi-hat. I'm feeling like there needs to be a hi-hat in here. It's very in my mind, I'm thinking like Castles in the Sky by Ian Van Dahl, that kind of thing. It might be fun to write a song like that. So why not? We can. We got 20 minutes. So what? Oh, my bad. The wrong octave. All right. So this is my favorite hi-hat synthesizer. It's called Radiant. It's a built-in preset in Logic. And then I did a couple of little tweaks here. I have the what is it? Snare room. Is that what it's called? Yeah, snare chamber, my bad. Snare chamber is my favorite bus. I have every track that I ever do now, I have a bus designated to snare chamber, and I put almost everything on busted to snare chamber to some extent. It gives every stem in your mix a little bit of glow, a little bit of stereo glow. I don't have a better way of describing it. Okay. Alright, so now we have like a pre-traditional techno song. Copy paste all the way across there. Okay, now we're gonna add a synth in here. I'm thinking like a minor key. So we're thinking like really old school. I don't like this sound. That's kind of cool. like it. Let's go back to this. Basically trying to find a synthesizer to fill the space here a little bit. Not big enough. There's one that I really like in here called, can't remember what it's called. Well, that's cool. So let's just put that on a loop and quantize it and see what it sounds like. Off to a good start so far. Ooh. Nah. This big saw bass is really good with a with Waves one knob pumper. Just use it as a side chain effect. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna program that one note in there. Okay, I don't like it. Sometimes Occam's razor, simplest answer is the right answer. So just put like a offbeat quarter note bass on here. There we go. Alright, this is classic, but it's cool. Okay, so if you like techno, I love techno. I grew up on Eiffel 65 and Ian Bandal, so this is just like, it tickles a little bit. Okay, now, you know what we need? We need just a random sound effect to go at the end of this cycle, just to be like, so we're going to go into our sound effects in here. Synthesizer. Experimental. This is a fun one. Just click on any one of these, it doesn't matter. Nah. It's creepy. I definitely got the feeling in the back of my neck, but it just doesn't belong. Nah. 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 It needs like a... I think there's one in Massive that I saved that's like that, so I'm going to just click on that. Let me go in here real quick. I think it's one of the last ones I have. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's the sound that I want. What if I take that? I'm going to do this differently. I'm just going to drag that original riff that we had here down to here. Check out what this sounds like. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, we're not there yet though. But we just captured that sound while we had it. Okay, let's go back to Massive. And ooh, it's one of my favorites. That's it. Okay, this is the one I want. I use this and Take It to the Sky also, I think, but it's just, sometimes it's just exactly what you need. know what sounds really good with this is Pumper. It's basically a cheat sidechain effect. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, this is so cool. All right. All right, put that here. We're gonna add a little bit of embellishment here. I'm thinking like yeah, EDM just recycles a ton of those like build-up effects. At the end here, wait for it. Thinking in my mind, if you really want to make this crazy, take this whole thingy, just copy paste it to the next thing. That's the cool thing. The beauty of EDM is you can just there's a lot of copy pasting, but it's all about the build up. So you copy paste it, then you add one more instrument, then you add one more instrument, and just keep building up, and then bam. Okay, I got an idea here, guys. You're gonna like this. I got it. We need some massive in here. We're gonna put just gonna call this LFO on the end of 4 right here. Okay, one that definitely works here is the nah, I don't need that one thingy on here. There's one that I use frequently for accents during drops called Form and Screech. This one's pretty dope. Okay, oh, that's cool. Okay, so maybe add some CLA guitars with some echoes on it. Quarter notes, crank that up, put that up here, turn. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, now turn bus 2, that snare chamber, turn that up a little bit to give it a little glow, and then turn bus 1 on it so it sounds bigger and more ambient. Crank that. Okay, I want that to be a little bit more prominent during the decay instead of. So we're going to put a limiter on it to crank the crap out of it. Just to kind of flatten out the sound so it does this instead of that. Okay, just turn this all the way up. Did it. That's exactly what the effect that we want. There we go. You're going to copy paste that again. Again, this is going to be a huge crescendo. Crescendo? Is that how you say it? Okay, we're going to have some fun here. I'm thinking this is going to lead to like a sick, massive drop. And I'm thinking we're going to start layering drums here. Wow, this is doing. I'm just kind of feeling this out in my head, like. That's how I like to write, just feel it out and be like, okay, I wonder what would happen if we just added this to it. Okay, so this is leading into a dubstep song. It's almost like you can't even make a techno song anymore without turning into a dubstep song. Okay, I got an idea in my head. This is like a super easy idea. You want it to line up with the grid as much as possible because it makes for problems later. I won't get into it now, but try to make it line up with the grid as much as possible. Okay, check this out. Okay, so we're going to play what we have for the second loop, and then lead into the third loop just so you can feel it. and I've got an idea for how to further develop it. Oh, this is cool. We need a backwards snare. I'm sorry, backwards kick. There we go. The fact that we are slowly going to the dubstep mode we just started. We should probably start working in a bass LFO. So we're going to throw in some crazy crap right here. Try this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. The CLA guitar on here mixed with the limiter. Actually, I don't know if we need the limiter. Yeah, keep the limiter on. We're going to delete some of this, where there's that little pause. We want it to be very emphatic and have little distractions around it. So everything below that, or before that, sorry, we're going to delete. Because we don't need it. So you see all that crap. Yeah. Offset on the toms here. We could go. All right, what we got here? An easy way to change it up here and add a different emotion is to just change the chord. These and just drag the note down just in the key of C. A little bit of a classical approach. It's over 20 minutes already, and it's almost 30 minutes, and we haven't done a whole lot. I think that we can actually work in something simple but fun here. Just throw like an arpeggiator in here for fun. So we're just going to go to arpeggiator, synth layers. Just pick a random one, doesn't matter. Sure. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I know exactly what needs to happen here. We need to put a like sick dubstep drop, like just a single drop right here on the loop the second time through. Do like a bow down, like right after it starts, like on the second loop. Okay. You need to have an open crash followed by a closed crash. Yes, that's it. Okay, now we need to find an LFO that's going to be sick. Like, kill you to death. Sick. Okay, I think that's my first LFO in here. It's called Cosmic. I think that's it. Down. I think that's the one I need. Yes. Wait, why did I go to that key? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, you know what we need here? We need a duplicate, but on the 3 note of all of these notes. Okay, I feel like we would benefit from one more arpeggiated beat right here. I got a little too excited with this idea and decided to drag it out. I can move faster, I can move slower, but I was having too much fun, and you can see how some things just take a little bit more time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully maybe you got something out of it. If nothing else, you can just make fun of me for my for being 10 years behind the times. But whatever, this is what I enjoy doing. So peace out.